Today, we have something difficult to talk about. Our favorite stocks across the board, YouTubers, our viewers, the communities alike, all of the most popular favorite stocks to be investing in for retail traders lately have been in the dumps, to say the least. And we've seen people, and I've heard it, you guys have heard it, that have jumped off the bandwagon, jumped off the train, said, I'm never going to invest in the stock market again. Well, to be fair, it's tough when you have an investment mindset like a lot of us have, where we think we need to get rich quick, where we don't remember that time is on our side with investing. YouTubers across the board are seeing their view count numbers on videos be cut in half, where videos that would have received 100,000 views are now only receiving 40 to 50,000 views. YouTubers are losing subscribers along with viewers. They're losing paid members along with viewers and subscribers. And it all points to one thing. Investors, YouTubers, all of us have lost interest because we're not seeing the gains like we saw back in last April. When this dip in the popular stocks first started happening, I went on record and said, I believe you're going to see YouTubers disappear. YouTubers are going to lose interest right alongside these retail investors. Now, thankfully, my community has continued to grow. My subscriber count has continued to grow. My view count has not dropped off like a lot of other YouTubers' view counts have. I think that has a lot to do with my long-term investment mindset, where a lot of these other YouTubers didn't preach that. So I'm very, very thankful to all of you guys for this community we've built together. It's been an awesome ride, and I look forward to continuing this ride. Now, the markets go through cycles, right? Just because growth stocks are out of cycle right now doesn't mean that they're doomed. It doesn't mean that Cathie Wood, for example, isn't as smart as we once thought she was. Cathie Wood in ARK Invest's most recent video has just over 100,000 views currently. Back a couple months ago, that same video would have over 500,000 views right now. So it's just another example of how people have lost interest in this market. Now, I'm here to say, and I'm here to question, why is this? Why are people losing interest? If people were here to make money overnight, they'd have better odds at Vegas gambling with 49-51% odds. Stocks aren't like that. There's a difference between investing and gambling, and I think people are starting to realize that now. I myself have made mistakes, right? I think everybody makes mistakes. Warren Buffett still makes mistakes. He sold out of his airline stocks, for God's sakes, last March at their low because he thought they wouldn't recover. Look at that. Look at how much money he's missed out on. Yet he's one of probably the best investor, most known investor for sure, of all time. People listen to his philosophy, yet currently people aren't listening to his philosophy of being patient, of holding for the long term, investing in companies you believe in, and believing in yourself most importantly. So right now it's kind of a lost art, where people don't believe that patience pays, where people's investment horizon is a couple of months where it should be at least a couple of years. Now, this isn't me saying that 100% return on a portfolio every year isn't possible, because it completely is possible. Heck, I returned 1,000% last year. 100% per year is definitely possible if you're in the right companies and you believe in yourself. But a lot of investors, a lot of new retail traders that have just now hopped into the markets have not experienced something like this ever before. Margin debt is the highest it's been in a long, long time. So we're seeing margin call after margin call. We're seeing institutions and funds short the market after shorting the market after shorting the market, sending stocks even lower and lower and lower. So what does that do? It makes people think that they're losing money. Yet what they don't realize is they're not losing money. Just like you don't make money until you sell, you don't lose money until you sell. Yet investors, traders I should say, are losing interest in the stock market. And now we have Joe Biden likely increasing the capital gains tax rate. And I think that's a shame, because since its inception, the stock market has been the greatest wealth builder for Americans ever. And with capital gains tax rates going up, I think that's deterred even more investors and potential traders. And that's part of the reason I'm against a capital gains tax rate increase. Now, that doesn't mean I don't think investors and traders should pay their fair share in taxes. I just think that it's built the wrong way. I think every single trade should be taxed. So these institutions, these funds, these algorithms that trade millions of times a day pay a small tax, 0.001% tax rate on every single trade. All of a sudden, you're not taxing the investor, the 20-year-old investor like me, who's investing in American businesses, who is the future of America. You're not taxing him. You're not punishing him. You're punishing and making money off of the investors who have already made it, right? By taxing each individual trade. But that's all besides the point. I'm kind of on a bird walk now. What we were talking about is investors and traders losing interest in the stock market. And I'm here to beg you, please don't lose interest in the stock market. Trust me. Within 12 months, we're going to recover. Rarely does a crash or a dip even last longer than half a year, for that matter. And if you have patience, if you're invested in companies and you believe in yourself and you have patience, you have a long-term mindset, you're going to be just fine. But we've had people forget that the stock market and investing is one of the only things in life where time is on your side. So why try and fight that? Anything else you do in life, time is working against you. But with investing, it's different, and people don't understand that. If you are a short-term investor, if you cannot stomach the ups and downs of the market, you either have too much money invested or you shouldn't be invested at all until you learn that the long term is how you make money. Time and time again, the market will humble you. Trust me, I've been through it. All of the YouTubers you watch have been through it. We've all been through the same experience, and we're here to try and preach this to you guys so you don't have to go through the same stuff. There's a reason there's not a single billionaire in the world that has made their fortune from day trading. We're having a short-term investment mindset. The billionaires, the people, we see it time and time again, the people that make money are the ones with the long-term mindsets, yet it's backwards thinking where we think we need to get rich quick, where it's generally the people that have the long-term mindset that actually get rich quick. It's not the people that have the short-term mindset that are wanting to get rich quick. I would challenge anybody watching this video to find me one company that in the long term didn't see its share price go up if they're growing revenues at 20% or higher, maybe even 10% or higher. You won't find a company. And again, that's part of the reason why I preach long-term investing here. That's why, even though I'm invested in growth stocks, speculative stocks, I'm kind of making waves where there is no ocean on YouTube, where although I am speculative investing with the portfolio we track on this YouTube channel, I still have a long-term mindset. I still believe in these companies. I do the research on these companies, and a short-term move down or up doesn't change what I feel about that company. And a share price going down or up should never emotionally impact you. Because if you're emotionally impacted by the highs of the stock price, you're going to be just as emotionally impacted by the lows. You're going to make dumb investing decisions. Now, I just want to say this isn't me bragging that I know everything because, gosh, I certainly don't know everything. I still make mistakes every single day of the week. With investing, I still make mistakes. And again, Warren Buffett still makes mistakes. We're all still learning. But I think people are waking up to the fact that there's a difference between gambling and investing. Buying stocks doesn't always mean you're investing. Buying stocks could mean you're gambling if you have a short-term mindset. And again, the market has a way of humbling everybody that thinks they have it figured out. If anybody you listen to is telling you what is going to happen, you should probably steer clear of that person because they don't know what's going to happen. The bottom line is if anybody knew what was going to happen 100% of the time, we would have many hundreds of thousands of trillionaires in this world, but we don't because nobody knows what is going to happen. The best thing you can do is buy the dip. I sound like a broken record, but buy the dip, average down in the companies you truly believe in. And in the long run, if you're in good companies and you believe in yourself and you have patience, you're going to make a fortune of money. What is the hurry right now? Why does everybody have a short-term mindset? I just don't understand. So if you have any idea why that might be, leave a comment down below. Let me know that because it's interesting to me. I used to have that same mindset, and I think after this market downturn, especially with hype, popular stocks, I think a lot of those people are going to be humbled and probably not have a short-term mindset anymore. It's happened to literally every single investor. I mean, it's happened to Warren Buffett. It's happened to Jeremy from Financial Education. It's happened to Graham Stephan. It's happened to me. Any YouTuber you watch, it's happened to. Any public figure that is known for investing, it has happened to. Where they thought they had it all figured out. They were short-term investing, and in the end, they got burned. But what has worked for those people is the long-term investing mindset. So I'm just trying to save you some time here. Patience pays. I always say that, but patience truly does pay. So, although it might be painful, what I'm going to do is get up, and put my rally cap Back on!